Islam, yeah.
Yeah. So why is like no one is here? Like I don't see any.
To speak to them.
No, it's not about speak to them. Like I've seen some like Muslim brothers here, like them like the Christian guys have got a question, but instead of like I don't know the answer, I've like listened to giving like some wrong information.
I mean, you have to be careful.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this I think like just my point is like people who are like really giving the dawah, someone has to be like really know everything. Do you know what I mean?
You have to be careful, sahih. But sometimes what happen, it's true, sometimes what happen, some brothers comes here, when they see someone insulting Islam or asking questions about Islam, he wants to answer the question, even though doesn't have a knowledge. But sometimes the Christians, they ask question not to look for the answer, just to cause anything, you understand?
Yeah.
So yes, I agree, sometimes to come, especially to come speak Iskonder, you have to know what you're talking about, no doubt, and you have to have a knowledge first.
Yeah.
But sometimes, these Christians, they're not asking to learn. They're just asking to cause what? To waste time and to cause troublesome. That's it. You know, they don't care about the answer you're going to give. They don't care whatsoever. Understand? That's why we have to be smart. I mentioned this the third time now. If you notice, the person you're speaking to, he keeps saying you have no answer, even though the answer is clear. Walk away from him. Because why? He's not interested in the answer.
Okay.
You understand? He's not interested. You know? Because why? You have to understand, the Christians here, it's easy for them to grasp God become a baby, which doesn't make any sense. But the acting is very hard for them to understand some issue about Islam, which is way clearer than God become a baby. Do you understand? That shows you what they're playing around. They're playing around. And this is the problem. I mentioned this before. There's two factors why people reject Islam. There's psychological factor and social factor. Psychological factor, when a person knows Islam is the truth, but because he's arrogant, he looks down upon the Prophet Muhammad. He's an Arab man. Oh, how can I follow a man? He didn't know how to read and write. I'm from Britain. So it's arrogance coming in. Because he's so arrogant, he doesn't want to tell the people I'm arrogant. What he's going to do, he's going to start utilizing any argument to justify his disbelief. You understand? But deep down, when you investigate the person, he's arrogant. How on earth you cannot grasp that a man came with a teaching, worship God who is perfect? He was not born, doesn't have no children. He's the creator of everything. He's not in need of nothing. And he created us to worship him. And this Allah has a purpose. Simple. How can you grasp? You cannot grasp that. But on the other hand, you grasp God become a baby. Someone changed his nappy and he was crying at night. He needs some milk. Do you understand? This is the Christian we're dealing with. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله والله تعالى علوا كبيرا عما يقول الظالمون. Do you understand? Or social factor, he knows Islam is the truth, but because if he becomes a Muslim, his family will turn against him, or he will lose some status within the like Bob, one of them. Bob, 100%. Bob, he knows deep down Islam is the truth, but because the Christians raised him, so he's thinking if I become a Muslim, people are gonna, even though he knows deep down, God become a baby. And so imagine bringing your baby. Imagine Mary, she's holding a baby, she's bigger than him, and that's God. A'udhu billah. So God is like someone changes nappy, crying. That doesn't make any sense. The fact you say God become a baby, that doesn't make any sense. You're crazy. But he knows the truth, so what he's doing, he looks for anything. Prophet Muhammad got married to Aisha. Where is it? Even though in the Bible there's slaves in the Bible, Paul said, if you're a slave, do not leave your master until Jesus come back. But he's liberal. The Christians here, they will become liberal, feminist, even though go against the Bible for the sake of rejecting Islam. That's the reality. Well, alhamdulillah, let's exposing them. Last Friday, my brothers, 6 people accept Islam at da'wah table. Wallahi, 6 people. One of them, she was crying. You know, so there's 2 English boys, there was 4 men and 2 girls. Alhamdulillah, by Allah's tawfiq. When we speak to the people about Islam, it says, makes sense. Imagine a Christian giving da'wah. Yes, believe in God, who is powerful. He has no beginning, but he becomes a baby and he was created. Yeah, but you remember God is all powerful, but someone beat him up. But he's all powerful as well, you know. But he needs some food, but God is not in need of food, but that God become baby and needs food. So I said, brother, what are you talking about? Are you mentally disturbed? Are you like, how can you? That's why what they do, akhi, they just attack Islam. Like Shia attack Sunnis. Shia cannot stand saying, Ali control the universe, Ali has a sword, Al-Hassan can answer your dua. You can't teach that, because they know people think that's a shirk. So what they do, they attack Al-Sunnah. You see, subhanallah. Alhamdulillah.
But the point is like, I mean, the brothers here need to be careful.
But yeah, صحيح.
Like knowledgeable.
صحيح.
These people like they are shouting like babies.
No,
You know
no,
what I
no,
mean?
no.
You
Sometimes
gotta
it's
have
up
like
to you.
akhlaq and good behavior instead of like giving like wrong information. Do you know what I mean? If you don't know it, it's alright. You know what I mean? God said like, listen, I'm not the right person to answer this question. You can get someone else. You know what I mean? Who knows better.
صحيح.
But from brothers I've seen like giving something that is not even not like
No,
evidence.
القرآن والسنة. Yeah, 100%. 100% أخي.
Careful, brother. جزاك الله خير.
بارك الله فيك حبيبي محمد. May Allah bless you.
شكرا جزاك الله.
سامع. No.
شمس
بارك الله فيك.
في صاحبي بيسلم عليك والله ايش ترسل له بس.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. حياكم الله أخي. إيش اسمه؟
نايف.
نايف. حيا الله أخا نايف. كيف الحال؟ إن شاء الله نأتي نزورك إن شاء الله. هو في جدة؟
جدة أيوة.
مرحبا بنا إن شاء الله نجي عندكم. أنا أرحب بنفسي.
الله يعطيك العافية.
بارك الله فيك.
نشوفك على خير. الله يعطيك العافية.
نسيت الهيدفونز
الله يجزاك خير.
اسمح لي امشاوتي.
No, no problem أخي. That's our nature. That's our nature.
أبو عبد الله ما موجود.
أبو عبد الله.
Where was you? I needed you. I was trying to drag you away.
واي سوق بحق إيش اسمه؟ ليه فيهم أخوان ليه فيهم؟
Broken record. I know, but
He doesn't care.
it's a record that we.
You know, there's many girls got pregnant when they were 5, 7,
You couldn't
8.
tell me when Mary gave birth, bro.
Yeah.
He said she was 18, 22.
Remember, Akhi, what they
Tell me
doing?
according to what he believes at the age.
Remember what they're doing?
She was 12, bro. He didn't believe me.
What they're doing? He knows Islam is the truth. So he just trying to look for anything to tell people away from the truth. You understand? So we should not entertain it at
It's
all.
like a cry, innit? It's like a desperate.
That is a desperate. You know, like desperate.
same, bro.
Yeah, Atun. All these Christian missionaries here, they're same because they cannot stand for the camera and start saying God become a baby. They can't say that. You know.
what Shamsi says.
But you keep pushing me.
So you're God.